Rogues are the perfect glass cannon in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, but if you build them correctly, they can be as tanky as a fighter. Hello guys, Genuine Gaming here, and here is a beginner's guide to the rogue class. Role. Rogues bank on their cunning, skill, and charm to bend fate to their favor. Never knowing what to expect, they prepare for everything, becoming masters of a wide variety of skills, training themselves to be adept manipulators, agile acrobats, shadowy stalkers, or masters of any of dozens of other professions or talents. They excel at moving about unseen and catching foes unaware, and tend to avoid head-to-head combat. Their varied skills and abilities allow them to be highly versatile, with great variations in expertise existing between different rogues. Most, however, excel in overcoming hindrances of all types, from unlocking doors and disarming traps, to outwitting magical hazards and conning dull-witted opponents. They have high reflex saves but low on fortitude and will saves. They have 5 skill points per level, and their class skills are mobility, athletics, persuasion, trickery, knowledge world, perception, stealth, and use magic device. Progression. Rogues are proficient with simple weapon and light armor. Main features of the rogue class. Sneak attack. If a character can catch an opponent when he is unable to defend himself effectively from her attack, rogues can strike a vital spot for extra damage. The character's attack deals extra damage anytime their target would be denied a dexterity bonus to AC or when the character flanks her target. This extra damage is 1d6 and increases up to 10d6. Rogue talent. Rogues learn a number of talents that aid them and confound their foes. Starting at 2nd level, rogues gain 1 rogue talent. They gain an additional rogue talent for every 2 levels of rogue attained after 2nd level. A rogue cannot select an individual talent more than once. Danger sense. Rogues gain a +1 bonus on reflex saves to avoid traps and +1 dodge bonus to AC against attacks made by traps at 3rd level. These bonuses increase by 1 every 3 levels thereafter to a maximum of +6 at 18th level. Evasion. If rogues make a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that normally deals half damage on a successful save, they instead takes no damage. A helpless character does not gain the benefit of evasion. Debilitating injury. At 4th level, whenever rogues deal sneak attack damage to a foe, they can also debilitate the target of their attack, causing it to take a penalty for 1 round. They can choose to apply any one of the following penalties when the damage is dealt. Bewildered. Enemies take a -2 penalty to AC against all attacks made by the rogue. This increases as the rogue progresses. Disoriented. Enemies takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls. This also increases as the rogue progresses. Hampered. All of the target's speed are reduced. Finesse training. At 1st level, rogues gain weapon finesse as a bonus feat. In addition, starting at 3rd level, they can select any one type of weapon that can be used with weapon finesse, such as rapiers and daggers. The rogues can add their dexterity modifier instead of their strength modifier to the damage roll. Uncanny dodge. Rogues cannot be caught flat-footed, nor do they lose their dexterity bonus to AC if the attacker is invisible. Archetypes. Eldritch Scoundrel. These rogues are a rare breed of adventurers. They are most commonly found seeking lost and valuable arcane writings in the ruins of fallen empires. They are not proficient with any armor or shields. They do not have uncanny dodge. They have fewer sneak attack die and rogue talents. However, they can cast wizard spells up to level 6. Knife Master. These rogues are trained killers who specializes in close-up combat and the wave and weave of knife fighting. In their hands, daggers and other similar light blade becomes truly deadly instruments. They have the sneak stab instead of the normal sneak attack. This gives them a D8 roll instead of a D6 when sneak attacking using daggers, kukris, punching daggers, star knife, or sai. And if they use other than those weapons, they get a D4 instead. They also get blade sensibility, wherein they gain a +1 dodge bonus to AC against attacks made against them with light blades. This bonus increases by 1 every 3 levels to a maximum of +6. They do not get the trap finding and danger sense ability. Master of all. These half-elven rogues spend all their time gaining new knowledge and skills, becoming the master of all. This archetype is only available for the half-elf race. They have skill-focused bonus feats and bardic knowledge with fewer sneak attack die. Rowdy. These rogues prefer brute force over trickery and stealth. They are true masters of inflicting lots of pain in a straightforward manner. These rogues are proficient with martial weapons. They also gain Vital Strike feat but loses weapon finesse and finesse training abilities. Sylvan Trickster. These rogues model themselves after the mischievous fae of legend. Though not spellcasters, Sylvan Tricksters learn minor magical abilities reminiscent of those favored by fae creatures. They can choose Hex instead of a rogue talent, and they also gain fae resistance. They do not have Uncanny Dodge. Thug. These rogues care nothing for finesse. Through both threat and violence, the thugs get what they want by the promise of force and has no problem making good on that promises as needed. They have the frightening ability that whenever a thug successfully uses persuasion to demoralize a creature, the duration of the shaken condition is increased by 1 round. They also have brutal beating at 3rd level. The thug can choose to forgo sneak attack damage to make the target sickened for a number of rounds equal to half of their rogue level. They do not have danger sense ability. Underground Chemist. These rogues are part of the rotting, fetid underbelly of the alchemical world. Although underground chemists can't hold a candle to dictated alchemist, they are still tricky and dangerous with alchemical substances and potions. At 2nd level, underground chemists can add their intelligence modifier to damage dealt with splash weapons, including any splash damage. They also gain the Throw Anything feat as a bonus feat. At 4th level, they can deal sneak attack damage with splash weapons. They do not have the evasion ability, and they have fewer rogue talents. Conclusion. Rogues are the perfect glass cannon in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. But if you build them correctly, they can also be as tanky as a fighter. They have the most skill points compared to the other classes, making them a good utility class in your party. With regards to the archetype, I would suggest that you stay away from the underground chemist, as they cannot brew alchemical flask in the game, and vendors sell only a few of them. Also stay away from Eldritch Scoundrel, as it would be better to wizard and 1 level of rogue, and go for the Arcane Trickster Prestige class. Master of all is kind of useless unless you want a skill monkey in your party. If you want to use daggers, kukris, and the like, I suggest you pick up the Knife Master archetype for a maximized damage. If not, the rogue class is already good class in itself. So that's it about guys. I hope you find the video helpful. Do not forget to leave a like to let me know. And if you want more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous videos, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Ciao!